continuation of the 2024 recap video that I ended up splitting in half. So this will just be my little intro, and then I'm just gonna dive right into it. And then the next thing I wanted to touch on was the audiobooks. So I told you guys about audiobooks that I read this year. So I've read like a lot of different audiobooks, but these are my I can't even say top two, but these are two that stood out the most. So there's a book called Mythos and a book called Heroes. So this is two different books written and narrated by Stephen Fry. When I tell you he is a top-notch narrator, and he's really, really, really good at storytelling. Like, he does the voices and everything. I really, really like this book. I really like both of these books. He has a third one. I think I'm going to touch on that at a later time, but the third one is called Troy, and you already know what that's about. So Mythos follows Greek mythology. It opens up with him talking about how Zeus and Hera and all of them came to be. Poseidon and Hades and all of them. Every single Greek god you can think of, how they came to be. How humans came to be based on Greek reasoning. Everything like that. And then it talks about different stories that happened during, like, you know, back in the day with Greek mythology. Like, it covers Aphrodite, it covers Adonis, it covers Apollo, it covers Zeus's escapades. Like, I didn't realize that Zeus, so I know Zeus was a rolling stone, but I didn't realize he was that, like, he was rolling like that. Like, this book, you're gonna really get to know Zeus and get to know why Hera was always so mad. Like, girl, this book is a good book. This is a really good book. This is a really good listen. Like, you're cooking, let's say you're cooking, or you're like winding down for bed, or I don't know, maybe you're doing something, you're driving, I don't know. This is a really good book just to listen and, you know, change your perspective on things and see how people of Greece see the world and their reasoning behind how the world came to be, how we came to be. You know, I really like it. I think it was a really good book. Heroes was a really good book. It talked about different heroes. Of course, Hercules was in there. They talked about a lot of different heroes in that book. And I think I'm going to listen to those books again because I need to brush up on them. They were really good books. And they talk about like different, like both books talk about different instances and like people being tricksters and, you know, people using like charming tactics instead of being so direct with how they conversate. And I think that's a really nice skill to have. And I admire that. And they also talked about different like ways people try to cheat death and, you know, things like that. And then one of my favorite, you know, like one of my favorite things in the whole entire world is music. And that's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. One of my favorite things that they talked about in that book. So one of my favorite stories, I'll start there. One of my favorite stories was Eros and Psyche. Oh my God. So they said that this is how... like they're like the way how they come up with like storylines for how something is the way it is now or how it got its name. I love that. Like, I love that. Okay. All right. So I found it. Okay. One of my favorite things is music. So music is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I feel like you can stop time with music. I feel like you can go back in time with music. I feel like you can change your mood with music. I feel like you can motivate yourself with music. I feel like you can make yourself sad with music. Music is so powerful. Like, if you really sit and think about it, music is really powerful. It's really influential. Like it really, like music can change your whole mood for real. Seriously. So I wanted to look up the one story that stuck out to me. Like there's a lot of stories that stuck out to me, but this story stuck out to me because I like music. So Orpheus, that's what I wanted to look up, because I, like there's a lot of isses, and like their names are like a lot of their names like have like similar sounds and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure I looked up the name and had the name correct before I give you the information. So Orpheus, this is the, so what is he? Is he considered a demigod? Like, I'm trying to think of how you would say. He was a really, really talented musician, right? So this man lost his wife, right? So the love of his life, Eurydice. So that was the love of his life. That was his wife, right? Somehow she gets snatched away and taken to the underworld, or I think she died or something like that and went to the underworld. And do you know this man took his, what do they call it? Lyre. I don't know, what is a lyre today? Is that like a guitar? I don't know. But he took his lyre. It's a musical instrument. He took his lyre and he went to the underworld to get his wife back. Like, they have a 3-headed dog named Cerberus that he's like the guard dog for underworld. Do you know he played a song for Cerberus that put him in a trance? Well, according to this book, put him in a trance and brought him back to the days when he was just a simple dog chasing after a bone, running in a field. Like, his music was like that, where it could take you to a nostalgic moment and make you happy. So he was a really good musician. He ended up playing for Hades and Persephone. So Persephone is Hades' wife for 6 months out of the year. Based on this book, she ate 6 pomegranate seeds, so that's why she has to say for 6 months out of the year in the underworld, and then 6 months out of the year on Earth. It's a whole story behind that too, but please read the book. So Orpheus, he ended up playing the song for them, trying to convince them. So they hit him with this trick saying, if you can take her, if you can get her out of the underworld, right, Tartarus, without turning around to see her, then you get to keep her. Like, she'll stay alive or whatever, like something like that. So he ends up like turning around, because he was like, yo, I don't know if she's still behind me. Is she still behind me? And he ends up turning around. So like now he ends up never seeing her again. Like, it was a whole thing, and he ended up being like depressed and like not barely playing music anymore. Like, the story was so sad, but it's like things like that. It's like, I could honestly see somebody being that good, because there's certain musicians to this day that I look at and I say, wow, these people are really talented. They have a God-given gift. They have a God-given gift. Basically, they're a superpower. But I highly recommend those 2 books. Also, I recommend you read Troy. I'm not going to talk about Troy today, but I am going to cover it in another video. But I highly recommend those 2 books on Audible. Since we were just talking about music, I think it's only fitting that I end the video talking about my top 5 songs of 2024. So my top 5 songs of 2024, I'm going to start at number 5, Jodeci, Cry For You. So, 2024, there was like a shift in what kind of music I listen to. I've always been somebody that's been open-minded to different like types of music and, things like that. But I feel like this year I really got into my 90s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s bag. Like, I really got back into that. And Jodeci Cry For You is a really, really, really good song because I feel the passion coming out of this group's heart when they sang this song. I really like this song, and it actually makes me feel like, I don't know, like it puts me in like a romantic sad mood, but it's like also like, oh, it's so sweet. Like, I don't know, like I'm like a lover girl, so I just think that's so romantic. And I could picture like people back in the 80s or 90s. Was this 80s or 90s? 80s or 90s. I'm gonna just leave it there. Playing this on a radio to try to get their girl back. Like, this is so cute. I love that song. I like that song a lot. And then I feel like they poured out their passion into that song. And honestly, when I hear songs like that, I think about who is the woman that inspired that song, because she's amazing. Like, she brought this out of him. You know what I mean? Number 4, in 2024, I got into Shabuzi. So he's a African American country singer, a dread-headed African American country singer, which is so unique, and I love that. I love that. My favorite song from him from 2024 was Highway. So I know Tipsy was, everywhere. Like, that song was everywhere. And that song was a vibe. I'm not gonna lie, that song was a vibe. It was a summer song. It's a vibe. Like, it still gets you lit. Like, it's a good song. It makes you feel good. But I really liked his song Highway. I liked his song Highway because there was a lot of like evenings in the summer where I was like riding home from somewhere and the sun is setting and that song was playing. And it just brings it full circle. Like, I don't know, like you listening to this song and then you experiencing it in real life. Like, it's just, like, I just like the song and I like the vibe and I like the feeling I got from that song. And that song, I guess it's a double entendre, like him saying highway. I'm trying to figure out, you know what? Let me look it up because I like that song and I don't want to misinterpret it. I know with Jodeci, Cry For You, like, it was kind of easy to interpret that. It says a haunting ballad that explores the emotional toll of a relationship's end. Oh, wow. And I'm singing it thinking it's just about like him driving on the road. Like, so it is a double entendre. So he meant that and that. Okay, so on a lighter note, let's go to number 3. So number 3, this song was everywhere. This song stirred up a lot of drama. I like this song. All right, so this song, and also my musical taste is all over the place. Like I said, I listen to country music, I listen to pop, I listen to rock and roll, I listen to R&B, you name it. I probably have a song in that category that I like. This is a hip hop song. This is a rap song. So this was my song of 2024 because I hit a lot of PRs in the gym to this song. This song got me lit. So Like That by Future and Kendrick Lamar. This song stirred up a lot of drama between Kendrick and Drake. I'm not even going to get into that because I'm just not. But this song got me lit and it got me hyped. And most of the time when I was listening to the song, I was in the gym doing some type of heavy lifting, mostly hip thrusts. Yeah, hip thrusts. And I hit a lot of personal records with this song playing. I love intense rap, hip hop music when I'm doing weightlifting because it just gets me there. But this song, it was lit. Like, it got a nice vibe, like nice little song, like, just if you like that. Like, I like that song. The next song. So this song, to me, I feel like this song got me So this song been out. This is by Journey. This song is by Journey. Don't Stop Believing. This song been came out, but this is just a song that I heard in 2024. Like, I've heard it in the past, but I feel like it hit different. I don't know, 2024, I feel like a whole nother, like I'm transitioning until a whole nother version of me, because this song hit different. Like, I don't know why it hit different this year that I heard it, but this year I heard it like on Pandora, listening to music or whatever, and it came on. And this song is just so high spirited, like fun, like good vibes, like put you in a good mood, like have you hopeful and happy and vibrating high. Like, I just like this song. I really like this song, and it reminds me of like sunny LA, like big city, somebody going somewhere new and making a name for themselves, or like, maybe even a job opportunity or something like big, or, like another chapter in somebody's life. And I honestly feel like that related to me this year, because I feel like I said, like I'm transitioning into someone else. I'm transitioning into who I always knew I could be. And I really like this song because it just gives me that vibe. I like this song. I could listen to it over and over again. My number one song. So this is my number one song of 2024 because it's a vibe. 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 And I first heard it in the summertime. So that's how you know a song is a vibe, because I first heard it in the summertime. So now every time I hear it, I'm going to think of a summer day. Happy, vibrating high, like happy and vibing. Song is called Something Just Like This by Chainsmokers and Coldplay. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Coldplay, so an artist has a 3-song limit with me. You have a 3-song limit with me before I realize that you make bangers. So Coldplay makes bangers, and Chainsmokers, they have a lot of songs that I like as well. So for them all to be in it, I really like the song because it covers, if you really listen to like the first few things they're talking about, it's stuff that I like. They start talking about Achilles, they start talking about Batman, they start talking about Spider-Man, they start talking about Superman. Like, they start talking about stuff that I like. And it's high beat. Like, I just love the energy behind this song. I really like this song. This was my song of 2024 because I could play it over and over and over again. And like I said, I feel like, honestly, music to me, I feel like music can really change your mood. And that's one thing I realized this year. Like, sometimes you sit and you think like, damn, why am I such a bad mood? Like, why am I so negative, or why am I so this or that? Sometimes it's the music you're listening to, because literally, like, I don't know, like a song that's promoting violence and this, like, like, not all songs are like rainbows and butterflies, but it's like constantly listening to negative songs over and over and over again, I feel like it has a psychological effect. And I'm not no like scientist or like doctor or anything, but that's just what I think, because that's how I used to feel. Like, I feel like it has a negative effect when you listen to a lot of, hateful or like songs that's negative. I'll just say that. Don't get me wrong, I still listen to like, certain songs or whatever, but I feel like nowadays, most of the time, it's love songs, pop songs, like just upbeat songs, like, like Rihanna or something. Like, it's just fun songs that make me feel light and airy and fun and feminine and me. So, in closing, that's what I wanted to talk about. But I have a lot of big ideas for the channel in this coming year. I know I definitely want to cover some more of my interests when it comes to books, when it comes to movies, when it comes to songs, you know, just different stuff. But I feel like this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun journey to just see exactly what I'm capable of when it comes to YouTube, because I have like a lot of ideas. That's the fun thing about this. Like I have a lot of ideas, and it's fun to be excited to do something or like have ideas on something, and you know, I'm just excited. So there's like a lot of big, you know, big things coming for the channel. I hope you guys stay tuned so you can be on this journey with me. If not, thank you for stopping by. I hope y'all had a very, very, very happy New Year's and a very heartwarming Christmas. And I think that's it for now. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.